team like Newbie is also in a similar situation where they've been together for like a year, or on and off together for like a year.
That's why I said it's very important to set a goal for the team. Like what are we playing for? What do we want to achieve with this roster? A lot of teams, they sometimes know the problem, but they are not sure of how to solve the problem or how to move forward with it. So what ends up happening is they just kick the player, which is what I call the easy way out. Like you just, all right, we didn't work out with this player. Let's go find someone else. Instead of trying to solve the problem. But I do understand that certain issues like personality are really hard to change. So it's just easier to get another person, because it's very hard to change how a person is or how he behaves around people. It's much easier to just get someone else to fit in. And for newbie, you were mentioning about newbie, right? Like how they are on and off. Like Mugi has been in and out of the team like a couple of times over the last 2 years.
Same with Faith.
They're not really getting the right chemistry. I think the previous series that we saw them play, I felt like they improved a lot, but there were issues with figuring like how to win the game, like the win condition. Because I think Mugi as a carry, he's more like I would say like a supporting carry. Like he doesn't really play like a position one. He plays more like a position two, but from the safe lane. So you need like a carry from the mid lane. You need a greedy mid player that would play the win condition hero. Like a player that allows you to draft Meepo, draft Huskar. That would be perfect fit with Mugi. But if you put a traditional position two player in the team with Mugi, it might not work out so well for them. So right now they have like AQ, right? And AQ is like some player that we feel like, oh, he's actually very talented, amazing. He always does a lot of stuff. But the problem with that is because the way he's playing, high risk, high reward. He does a lot of crazy stuff.
10 seconds remaining.
So when you pair this kind of player with a carry like Mugi, it doesn't work so well. Because Mugi is also not a person that would carry the game. And when your mid player is doing so many risky moves, eventually he's going to make some mistakes and cost you the game. So you need a stable carry that would just put the whole team on his back to win the game for you, so the game becomes reliable for the team. If you have two person that's playing like this, how are you going to win the game on a consistent basis? It's difficult.
So Void Spirit comes out. What do you think is the next step for rosters like Keen Gaming and Newbie?
Stick together and get a coach and try to deal with the problems. I'm sure they already have a coach. Most of the Chinese teams do. But at the same time, the players have to understand that you need to allow someone else to help you in order for them to work. You can't just go into the mindset that I just want to do my own thing. Sure, we have a coach. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. That's it. This is not going to work. And you need like the right personality around it. Everyone has to have the right personality and the right attitude. There's a lot of things outside of the game. I always like to highlight stuff outside of the game because I think Dota is not just Dota. The stuff that happens outside is, if not as important as the game itself, or even more important. Because I think that whatever happens outside would deeply affect how the players are playing the game. If someone has an unresolved argument, you go into the game, you don't trust the other person says something in the game, and you hesitate for that 1 second, you lose the fight. Game over. GG. You rather lose a fight because the enemy is better than you or the enemy did something good, compared to losing a fight because you don't trust each other. That often results in someone getting kicked or roster changes, or the team disbandment. It doesn't feel good losing when you don't trust each other.
Yeah. You want to be able to trust each other. It's one of the most important things to making a team work.
You have no time to discuss or deliberate during the game. When you want to take a fight, someone says, go, let's go, let's just go, initiate. There's no such thing as, no. What about this? What about that? No. There's no. Sometimes, sure, you have some time, but there are situations where you just have to trust your carry. He's the strongest hero in the game. He says fight here, even though you think that this looks really really bad. You know, like why are we doing this? But he's the carry. You're gonna rely on him to carry the game. So when he says go, you go. You don't even think twice. You're just there to die for him and be his slave and do everything he tells you. That's the trust, you know.
And without it, your team will fall apart.
I can go on and on about this. You know, there's just so many. It's not just Dota. You know, Dota is just the end product.
Mm-hmm.
But before you get to that point, there's a lot of things that you need to go through as a team. Having dinner together is super important. Having meals together itself is very, very important.
So we'll see who can unify in this game. Who can make the shot calls together. Who can put it all together to win this series. As we take a look across both teams, you've got Erica this time on the Phantom Lancer, Afu back on the Enchantress. Mid is Yi on the Void Spirit.
Is he playing the same hero every game?
Who, Erica? Or Afu? Yeah, Afu's been on the Enchantress all 3 games. He has not done anything else.
Lane secure, you know. I just want to secure the lane for my carry. I play Undying, I play a Lich, I command.
Very selfless.
When you play this kind of heroes, it actually gives you a lot more concentration or the strength of the brain to think about the team stuff. Because it doesn't stress you out too much. And your sole job is mostly to secure the lane. After the laning phase, you're always thinking about the team. It's like a chess game, you know, it becomes a chess game. You're thinking about what the enemy team is doing and you're trying to counter it or you're trying to outsmart him and think ahead. Remember what Monet did on his Dragonite in the first game where he was pushing this tower, remember? The moment the Underlord TP'd here, he TP'd here. He had everything planned out. He was waiting for his TP to come off cooldown before he showed himself to hit the tower. And the moment that happened, he just TP'd. That's a very, very high level move.
And you were mentioning it as that went down. You're like, what he needs to do is XYZ, and what he did was XYZ, and then they won that game. Like, that was the beginning of seeing a couple of moves go right there for RNG. Was that movement from one lane to the other to avoid, avoiding the confrontation as that DK.
People often underestimate how important all these subtle moves are in Dota. It's not just about, casting your spells correctly. A lot of it has to do with like the brain. You need to think about what the enemy is doing, what you want to do, and how they're gonna respond. There's a lot of stuff going in the game. And Afu, Courier Hunter, Game 3.
He got the courier, but not before it could deliver its items.
Yep, it's actually not that big of a deal anymore losing your courier now. Before it was, because it was tied to the goal you gain every. Oh, he's gonna get another courier. Didn't they saw him?
They should have known.
You'll be surprised how much this happens, you know. It's not just in pubs, even in the professional games.
It feels like it's all the time. I don't know about you, but it feels like couriers are dying so often. Somebody should be notified.
Because players are using it without thinking too much, you know. They're just using it like the old courier. They're not fully integrated with the new courier yet, even though it's been, since December, so it's 4 months since they changed it that way.
I will say I also hate when you're like right here in the lane and the courier should come across the top like this, but instead it goes around the trees and then dies. Ooh, IDS. Searing Chains. Now going the other way with the Blinding Light, pushing him in the opposite direction, but Super gets the kill. It's one of the most frustrating things.
Nice Stalker against Mars. I think both of the heroes will be happy. Mars should be able to get more farm than a nice Stalker, since he had the support on his lane earlier. And now the Rubik's moving bottom. Okay, so PR is gonna be 2v3 at top. How is PR supposed to farm here? Why is the Rubik TPing bot? Hello? So now the creep wave is in front of the tower, and what does PR do from now on against 3 people? Is the enchanter supposed to just feed so the wave is gonna push at the tower? I think that's the only thing he can do. How is the PR supposed to farm here?
Was it game 1 we saw that happen where... No,
This is so strange. And now the Shadow Demon is not choosing to stay top. He's moving mid. He wants to kill the Void Spirit with the Lash.
he wants to try and line this up, but the Shrek doesn't even go for the split
What's
earth.
so weird? Shouldn't he stay top? I think you stay top and you own the PL. PL is the carry. He's the win condition, not the Void Spirit. Alright. I think they're just trying to make the lane fair because the Rubik left the lane. Now he's gonna walk bot, I'm sure.
I don't know, he's still staying mid. It's like he
I-
wants to throw another disruption out. Maybe
It's
this
so
time pressure
strange.
off of it.
Why is he doing? There's no way he can kill this guy. How are they supposed to kill the Void Spirit? There's no way. And the Void, the Lash doesn't need his help. The Lash wants solo XP. He doesn't want the Shadow Demon stealing his levels.
And he's gone bottom,
Alright,
like he
that
said
is
he would.
Very, very strange. Whatever happened the last 1.5 minutes. So now the Rubik meets the Shadow Demon in the river for the Rubik. Dota
secures the
2.
At least
Dota
there's
2.
that. And then Setsu finds an Enchantress off the land.
Yep, because he was trying to control the rune. The Void Spirit doesn't want the Lash to get the bottle refill. So he had the supports control rune. And now, because the Eng died, the Void Spirit gets a bottle refill. It's all part of the plan.
It's the tactical feed that is life. Hey, I need a bottle refill. I didn't get the rune, so just
Die, please.
go feed.
Thank you.
Yeah, go feed. Well, who do you want me to die to? I don't care. Just want my bottle filled. Just die.
Just feed and refill my bottle.
And then he did.
And people complain, why is no one wanting to play support in a pub? This is why. Night Stalker, it's night time. He's online.
Oh, September. Getting run down. Let me tell you, it ain't the 21st day for September. That's for sure.
Sorry? What's the joke?
It's more just a reference to the Earth, Wind, and Fire. The 21st
Is that
day
a
of September.
a vampire movie?
No, it's a song.
Sorry, I'm not on the same channel. I'm on this channel. The lines, the catapults.
We got there. We got past the 5.5 minute mark. The look for no split earth coming out just yet. YDS telekinesis comes in. It was the Diebok edict that got popped. Sets you back towards the mid lane. A lot of help coming in for both mids.
Yep, you need to defend your tower. It's a Lash with catapult, and now you feel safe. So the supports are allowed to leave now. Maybe the Void Spirit could even rotate and give the support a lane. I think a Rubik would certainly appreciate it. Or the Night Stalker, one of them could be moving soon. Right now, what they want to achieve is you move here, kill this catapult, and get your PL into this game. Look at his farm, man. Look at the PL's net worth. It's saddening, you know? This is a crime, not helping your carry. It's a crime in Dota. Ignoring your carry.
I will say Ember is behind him now. So it's not exactly going too well here for RNG either.
Oh, he's an Ember. The other guy is a PL. If both are poor, the Ember is happy. He's more useful. With no net worth. And finally,
The come over, but the Searing Chains, Afu taking a lot of damage, yeah. Astral step forward, YDS gets credit for the kill there on the super as Yi made the rotation towards top, opening up the lane a little bit more for Erica.
Yep, and now Ruby gets the mid lane. Perfect. This is great. This is a very important move in Dota as a core. You need to understand when you have to give your support levels. If you cannot understand that, you're not going to be a great core player. This is like all game winning stuff, It's not just only about heroes that... Never mind, the rune. Double damage.
Setsu running over at SS, but too quick in the night. No way he's getting caught there.
Of course he's quick in the night, dude. Look at this. Hunter in the night.
It's broken
It
skill.
implies that he should be quick.
They need to make the opposite. Day Stalker. One good in the night, the other good in the day.
Isn't that Kotor in some way? Oh wait, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, Radiant wants to defend the bot tower. My Stalker, does he have a skill point save? 4, 5, 6, 7? No. No skill point save for his ultimate. So how are they supposed to defend this tower? Does Void Spirit have a TP? Yes, he does. Here he comes.
Let's see if they can defend this. Arena comes out immediately. They've got the spear. They'll take out Afu. At least to start this. And what more are they going to get? The Diabolic Eater comes in. They'll try to grab the tier 1 tower. The deny attempt? No, it won't be there because it's the Astral Step instead. Silence on 3 of these heroes. They look over. They'll extract. They'll get the kill on Setsu. The spear lands onto this Void Spirit and sends him back. God's Rebuke is heavy damage on SS, who's now hit with the Remnant as well as the Searing Chains. They'll get the kill there on the Night Stalker, and they're looking for more. Remnant forward, Blinding Light, pushing Yi back. They've got the Searing Chains, but the 8th Remnant holds him on. Spear once again, latching Yi over to the tree, and they've got themselves another. That's a 3rd kill in this attack, and now they're going to make it a 4th as Monet gets the kill on a YDS.
That was very, very weird. I don't think they were strong enough at all if Night Stalker didn't have his ultimate skill. Like, I'm not sure why they felt like, even with the Void Spirit tipping in, because you are not ready, Like the enemy has, like this is a rule in Dota. If the enemy team already taken this area and you're tipping down, you are not going to win the fight. But good news is PL, he had like the last 2 minutes of alone time at top because of all the chaotic stuff that's happening, the space that his teammates are creating. So not all is lost for him, but they're in a tough spot now. The Lash he is going to have his use right now, so he is online to kill all your towers.
Over mid. See if they can go and kill this Void Spirit. Good Arena. They'll take out YDS. They'll also kill off Yi. Very good job there by Flyby. Now they look for more as Afu has to run. I mean, this is so much pressure coming in from RNG. They're already up 4,000 net worth.
$5,000 soon. Alright, let's smoke. Going instantly to take this area. They want to kill the PL. PL should know though. I'll be surprised if PL dies here. It should be fine. I think wow, he's actually not gonna TP. Serious? He's just running back. Wasn't that like a telegraph move?
Wow, Erica getting blown up.
I actually don't know what to say, man. They were here. They killed our tower. You see one hero TP in front of you. What do you expect? And you have no tower here. You have no tower here. Where's the Lash going? The Lash is coming here to kill your tower. And he's trying to run backwards like this. And he's expecting himself to survive. I mean, this is actually unreal.
Afu dead again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
Like the moment he sees the TP, he needs to hide and TP to this area. He needs to come here to farm because he wants to be on the opposite end of the map. And the Night Stalker has to move here to fight with his team and defend this area. And buy time for the PR to farm. You see, look at where the PR is going. Just look at where he's going. He's going top. This is the enemy team. He's going here. So what? He farms one wave and he wants to take the next wave? He can't. He wants to go jungle? No, he can't. So where else he has to go? He has to go here.
Are you
Alright,
happy with
never
the
mind.
fact that he's gone hood?
I mean, it's quite normal to go hood against Lash, but certain players will go diffuser then hood as second item. So you're at least useful. If you go hood first, then you farm slower as well, because you don't have stats.
Are scanning.
Oh, they got the scan in. Remnant forward, they'll look at Afu again. Oh my god, this guy cannot find a break.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's so weird for them to move here as Zarya, because they saw the PL here farming. So instead of staying here to control this area to break this tower, they choose to move away from the PL. So the wrong thing that the PL did just now became a right thing, because the enemy did another wrong thing.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So right now, Night Stalker has ultimate. Not very sure if he can defend. He got purged.
Oh, Will-O-Wisp coming through. They do a lot of damage to get the kill on a Setsu. They'll lose YDS. The spear comes in. They've got the Dissimulate to get out of the arena. He slept, though, from the Will-O-Wisp. They look over the Night Stalker. They'll keep Super alive, but there's the spear coming in from Erica. They'll get the kill there onto Super, looking for more, trying to get a couple of +1s. As it's the Remnant away from Monet, as well as the spear hitting out of the Night Stalker. They look over. Erica continuing forward with SS. Monet taking some damage, but
That's a lot.
might be able to get out if he wasn't right there behind him, ready with the Astral Step as well as the Resonant Pulse.
Right, I was wrong. The Night Stalker actually had enough to win the fight. And obviously the other thing that happened here was the positioning that the fight happened. It was so this is a very bad position for the Dire to be in. Even though they had the ball to take this area, but they were sandwiched by the Radiant team. They came in from all these directions. So it's very hard for Dire to take the fight there. So game goes on right now. Ember Spirit still hasn't finished his Maelstrom. Lashrat has a boost of travel right now, so that's gonna accelerate his farm. Mars is going for a bridge next.
Finds the Rubik. Telekinesis up and down, but YDS still dead.
Yep. So right now, Radiant is moving over here to contest the bounties. We'll see whether they are able to get. Nope, they're not confident because they don't have vision. Look at the vision. This is the only observer ward they have right now. So they don't see much. That's why they were afraid to commit for that rune. So rightfully so. Mid lane Setsu gets a
boy.
Yukos.
Yules again. Spear comes in as well as the Split Earth. They get the kill on a Yi. To get the Void Spear one more time.
And that's gonna mean that
Radiant's middle
tower is gonna go down with the catapult and lash. So PL is really close to his defusal, so that's a very good news for Radiant.
Radiant's
Nice
middle
Stalker
tower has fallen.
halfway to the Aghanim Scepter, so that's also gonna be a very important timing for them. So still, so far the game is still manageable for the PL. He's not too far behind.
Is under attack.
And eventually he's gonna become the strongest hero in the game. It is despite being up against the counters. Lash and Ember are both really good heroes at dealing with PL. And Dire decides to move top to defend and hold this area. So they have to figure out how to invade this area right now. They have gotten the bottom area. They need to close out the PL's farm here. This is the place that he's hiding. Helm's Deep of the Radiant side.
He's about to have this defusal too, so got into it a little bit quicker than I thought he would.
Yeah, I agree. Because he got a kill in the previous, like 2 kills actually in the fight at the bottom lane. It was a gift of courtesy from the Dire team. Wow, your PL is poor. Let's give you some help.
Although I will say, it's kind of scary that September almost has an Ags of his own. Telekinesis is out, but they've got the Yules onto the Rubik. Split Earth hits once again, as well as the Spear. They get the kill into YDS very easily, and they'll take the tier 2, or they should be able to pressure and get that kill. However, this is a great ulti arena as well as the Will-O-Wisp. This is going to be problems for Erica because they've got the Split Earth, and they'll land both kills on Erica and Afu. Triple kill for Setsu, looking over at the Night Stalker. Super ends up dead, and make it another. September gets the kill, a 4 for 1.
Top tower is
But why are they trying to fight? Like the creeps are here. Like there's no creeps. Daya cannot push the tower. The PL should be here farming. Like he didn't even finish his diffuser. Why is he coming to the fight? Like he's useless. He has a hood. What is he meant to do in the fight? Like why are they even fighting? They are fighting for nothing. The creeps are here. Nobody can touch the tower. This game never ceases to amaze me. I'm telling you. It seems like they're just fighting because they see the enemy, but they're not really fighting for something. There's no purpose.
They've now put themselves down 9,000 on what seemed like a recoverable game. Like this game isn't out of it, you know.
It was in a reasonable realm.
Yeah.
Just 30 seconds ago. Now it's starting to be. It is a hard game now. Chat will game is hard. That's what you do right now. Leshrac, they see the PL, they know which one is the real one. Can he land the spear here?
Fly win. Waiting. Erica
Oh,
comes
he's
down.
caught. He is caught.
Oh,
They know.
Super pings out the
They
illusion,
know.
but it's not him. They've got the Yules. They'll have the spear. The split earth hits, and they'll get another kill onto the Phantom Lancer. Great job by RNG, and now he's got the defusal.
Do you realize they did that every time? Lesh cast the use and they spear and speed up every time the same. They cast both their stuns at the same time.
Gotta stack those stunts. Afu. Well, he did have Nature's Attendants. They will just float above what is a pool of blood. Now they're gonna go to the tier 3. This one's looking potentially for a quick end, especially if the Phantom Lancer can't do anything. But now he's got that Diffusal Blade, so is that enough to try and hold?
Not anymore. He needs to get more items. What is he getting next? He's getting... Oh, alright, Saint and Yasha. I mean, that's okay. Usually you don't want to go Manta against Lash. So they smoke up, they want to fight with this diffusal timing.
Oh, Yules again, Afu in trouble. Astral step forward as well as the Will is coming down. They've got the sweep onto a couple of these heroes as well as the arena coming through. I believe the Night Stalker went over the arena. Afu ends up dead. They look over at this Phantom Lancer and they're picking him out. They want to just focus on the PL, make sure that that's what they get. They don't care about these other heroes. The Doppelganger comes in once again, but now Yi doing some damage. The spear thrown from YDS kind of disrupts the RNG fight, but it's not going to be enough to keep Erica alive. They'll also lose the life of the Rubik. 3 of these heroes that just don't have buyback to work with.
Man, this Lash is absolutely destroying this game.
8-2 and 10.
I mean, this should be, what, at least 2 lanes of racks?
Although Mars 4-0 and 14. He's having a very fun game.
This Night Stalker is useless now, there's no ultimate. There's nothing Dire should fear.
Awful. You feel so bad for him when he's being bullied so heavily. We've got the Diabolic Edict. They'll take down the tier 3. They'll look at the racks. See what they can grab here. Potentially even finish off the game. And if Erica fights in on this and they get the kill onto the Phantom Lancer once again, that could just be it. They already look over at Afu. The Searing Chains will burn him out. Setsu continuing to go for this. Rax puts on the Pulse Nova, and there's the Astral Step as well as the Resonant Pulse coming in from this Void Spirit. Yi trying to get what all he can. The Dissimulate, they've got the Disruption. Setsu surviving the arena. Blood comes in on the back lines over onto Erica as well as YDS. They get the kill there onto SS. YDS, Afu's dead. Only 2 heroes alive, and GG will be called. Royal never give up. They'll clean up Erica before they go. An ultra kill from Monet. Can they give him the Rampage? No. They can't. But they get the win. They got the 2-1 victory in the series. That game looking a lot cleaner from Royal Never Give Up.
Yep, this game is much, much better. It seems like when they play with a fast-paced lineup, they tend to... I think this is the way they play. They like to play. everything becomes much clearer, like what they're doing. Because Monet likes to fight a lot. When he's allowed to do that, everything syncs. Everything comes together for RNG. I mean, obviously, they did have some help from the enemy team, but still, like overall, they made a. Like, I can't get over my head where the PR went top to lane, and the Shadow Demon saw this lane, and he just after punishing the PR, he decides to stop punishing him and move to bot lane. If he would have stayed at top, the lane would have been like PR would have no farm at all.
Barely had any farm as it is, and
Strange things happening.
yeah. King Gaming, they end up losing the series 2-1. Royal Never Give Up with a very clean game 3. They finally take the series, and that's it for us today. We'll be moving on to tomorrow, which is another day of 2 best of 3s. Tomorrow consists of the makeup game of RNG against Newbie, and then the late series is a good one, Aster against Vici. Should be a pretty good day of games, and then the following day is eHome, LGD, Vici, King Gaming, and then we move on to 2 straight days of 3 BO3s. So we'll be up with a lot of Dota coming to you the rest of the week. And thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow at 3 a.m. Eastern. So be prepared, and hope you guys enjoyed the Dota. We'll be back with more tomorrow. So have a good night.